side. I have you now.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Updates and another live stream here on YouTube. Today we're actually going to cover some news live, so I'm trying something new here, which is simply that most of you probably know that there's an AMA, which means Ask Me Anything, also known as a Q&A, that is starting in about 10 minutes from now on Reddit, where Dennis Bramwell, Paul Kestlin, and I'm sorry I don't remember the third guy's name, the executive producer on Battlefront 2 will be answering questions from the community. So I am excited to see what they have to say, because obviously there's been a lot of drama in the community. So I've got it ready right about here, as you can see, to cover the. I've got all of them, all of those 3 pages right here, so I can read through the questions. I'm just gonna basically refresh through all of their profiles to see what kind of questions they will answer, because this one has already like 3,000 or 4,500 questions, so obviously I can't I can't go through that, but I will go through their answers here and maybe play some games in between simply. Why are people spamming about Jeff? Could we, maybe I should just block Jeff from the chat right now. I don't know what the hell's going on. So yeah, it's about 10 minutes left, so I think I can get myself those daily. Can you turn up the volume? I don't understand. I've literally increased the volume by 20% during every live stream so far, and people still want me to increase the volume. Let me try something. This might be super loud, so if I go into the microphone, go to properties and boost it by 10. Okay, this might be. Is that too loud, or is that good? Okay, I might need to reduce. I feel like it might be a little bit too loud right now. Let's see. Is that better? Can you hear me better now or not? Okay. What is going on with Jeff right now? I have no idea. I need. What? Is that good? It's good. All right. Perfect. I'm gonna start off with opening my daily crate. Let's hope I get a star card and not just the credits. And okay, nice, we got a star card. That's always good. Luke Skywalker, fair enough. Increase the health restored by R2D2. Yeah, I'm not complaining. And then I guess we get like 75 credits and 5 crafting parts or something. Hello there, Fitballs. Hello there, Dexter. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, you're right, Ghost Rider. I want the volume to be. I hope the volume is good now. How can I get extra hours for early access beta? It's past early access now, man. So you should be able to play if you have the deluxe edition. I don't have crystals, dude. Look at this. I mean, I haven't bought crystals. These 95 crystals are all from challenges. The AMA starts in literally 8 minutes from now. So I'm basically just gonna, every 5 or 10 minutes or so, I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna refresh these pages and see when they start answering questions. And I will cover them live, discuss them with you guys, and we'll see what they have to say. I'm really excited because they have 3, honestly, I've never met John, but I know Dennis and Paul are great people, and that will probably give us good answers and not just a PR marketing talk. At least I hope so. So yeah, arcade. Let's start off with arcade. Let's do some of those daily, get those daily credits. I think I should probably finish all the battle scenarios. I have not gotten very far with those. Increase the volume. Battlefront updates memes. Yep. Yeah, I agree. Ultimately they should put all the cosmetics and loot crates and the star cards in their own progression system. I totally agree. Totally agree. Who do we play as? Let's go. Oh, I didn't even click. Oh well.
Sometimes I amaze even myself.
Oh, look at the Easter egg here. Why? It didn't work? Let's try again. Maybe the Easter egg doesn't work on arcade. Yeah, it seems like it doesn't work. All right. Oh, that was a misclick. I didn't mean to. Okay. See if we can get some I'm gonna try to aim for only headshots. Yeah, I agree. Good for Dennis with the promotion. I think the game is in as good hands as it can possibly get. Let's hope that, because obviously I'm guessing that EA has more to say when it comes to monetization. So I hope Dennis will be able to kind of like fight for the players, if you know what I mean. Are you good doing a video later giving the more important questions? Yes, I will. Right after the AMA is over, I'll probably end the stream and make a video just summarizing basically the important questions. I thought, since I do live stream every night, I thought I could just cover the news during the live stream here, because that's more fun, right? So you guys can discuss it in the chat and whatever. Where are they? Oh, there's one guy. Boom. And it's the one last headshot. Boom. Oh, wait, one more. There we go. Headshot. Hello there, Torbis. The Q&A starts in 5 minutes, and it is Dennis, Paul, and John from DICE. Producer, executive producer, and design director on the game. Vader costs 15,000 credits. I'm doing good, Torbis. How are you doing? Can you link the Reddit?
Another happy landing.
Sure thing. Thank you very much, Melancholy Geek, for the donation. Make sure to leave a message the next time. Let's, yeah, I'll leave a link right here, in case you guys want it. It's like you can just go to /r/Battlefront and you'll find it. Let me just go ahead and refresh here and see. Nothing new yet. Nope, no questions answered. What's the next one? Attack of the Droids. Okay, let's go with that one. I need to clear out all of these. No worries, Torbis. It's understandable. I noticed yesterday a big drop in viewers because everyone started playing the game, which makes sense. Maybe I should practice a little bit. I wonder if the kills here count towards... Oh, they probably don't. Stupid question. Maybe I should try some other weapon for once. I wonder how far I am with the 500 kills. I'm not sure. Let's go like heavy. No, let's try officer for a little bit of fun. Yeah, thank you, Owen. Thank you. The AMA starts in 3 minutes. So once I'm done with this arcade, hopefully they might be starting to answer questions on Reddit. Let's see if this thing is good against. Oh wow, okay, my friends are just destroying. I guess I wonder if I were to be AFK at the back of the map, would my team win? Probably not. I got a really good officer loadout at the moment. Gives you a lot of HP. Oh, that sounds pretty good. Might wanna try it out. Anything specific you want answered? I don't know. I feel like there's... No, specifically I would love to hear more about cosmetics. And also how much they're willing to change the current loot crate system to be less pay to progressy, and because the thing is that I found to be an issue right now is that people say, oh, it's 4,000 hours to unlock everything in the game or $2,000. I'm like, that's great. Not the money part, but the fact that it takes 4,000 hours to unlock every single epic card in the game, that's great. That means you will always have something to do, because that's not really the kind of thing you want to have everything of. In the last game you did, because it was like either you have it or you don't have it. But if people seem to expect that you should, within a reasonable amount of time, have every single epic card in the game, like, oh, I'm gonna have, I don't know, 10 epic cards to a freaking Wookiee warrior, that doesn't make sense. That should be like real end game content, and then you will get epic cards for like the classes and heroes at the start. So that's the whole problem, because I don't think that complaint about 4,000 hours, I don't think that complaint would have been as big if you couldn't buy your way there. I think that's like the main thing. Here we go, finally actually find some people to kill. Let's try this. Okay, it worked, but it was too slow. Actually, I think I might go for assault, just because I can run faster and finish this. Are there plans to add more vehicles, ground or air, to each of the eras? No idea, actually. I haven't heard. I mean, they've covered pretty well on the vehicles so far, but there are some Clone Wars vehicles they can definitely add. Let's go with the Vanguard, and boom! 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 Man, I wish people stood this still in multiplayer. I think all 3 of my questions was about seasons. I doubt they can answer anything about that other than generic responses, kind of like Dennis gave me during the interview with him. Right, 9 left. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Come on, 4 more. Where are you all hiding at? There they are. Two more and this arcade is done. It's now 6:30, which means that hopefully the AMA has started. They might be a few minutes late, of course, but we'll see. I'm guessing that they might be like sitting at the office, all 3 of them, with probably like some PR person to make sure that they don't say too much. At least that's my guess. The AMA has probably started. I'm gonna tab over right now and take a look. Let us see, do we have any questions yet? No answers. I should probably have the Reddit/user EA community team one as well, in case they, oh, look at that, minus, where's that comment with like the record amount of here it is, 678,000 negative points, and 86 people bought Reddit Gold. Why would you do that? Why would you pay, what is it, like $5 or something? I don't understand. Alright, let me take a look at Twitter quickly here, just to see if they've tweeted something yet, because I'm assuming EA Star Wars might tweet it out. Have you tried the slug? I did it briefly at the capture event. I thought it was decent. It's pretty hard to use, but you can reach longer with it. The subreddit is simply Battlefront. / Star Wars Battlefront. Let me see if EA Star Wars has tweeted something. It should be starting right now, so I am just waiting for it to we can play another arcade while we wait, and I will simply tab in between. I mean, there's no rush if I'm 2 minutes late to question. So let's continue clearing these out. Swellis, you don't seem to understand the point of having a long progression system. If we completely take away the fact that that you can pay for it, because that's bad. That's bad. But the fact that people expect to be able to completely like be a complete full completionist of the game within like a reasonable amount of time, that just doesn't make sense to me, because that's like in the last game. Okay, everyone's done with everything within a month, and if you're not very active, it might take you 3 months. Whereas in this game, or like an MMO or whatever, you need to be like the real end game player if you want to unlock everything. Why do you feel like you need to have everything unlocked if you don't play a lot? And I'm talking stuff like all the emotes, or like, okay, this random card for like the Wookiee warrior that no one will ever use, but you still want it because obviously you want to have everything. Those are the kind of things I'm talking about. You will still, within a very reasonable amount of time, without having to grind a lot, have all the star cards, like the best star cards for the assault, best star cards for the heavy, best star cards for your favorite heroes. But then there's so much stuff like the star cards for the, I think there's star cards for like the LAAT, things that will barely affect the gameplay, but are still there for you to unlock, if that makes sense. I just don't understand that whole argument about, oh, I want to unlock everything in 10 hours. Like, it's good to always have something to work towards, and a lot of the stuff are going to be very minor things. But yes, the part about the fact you can buy your way there, that's bad. I'm not denying that at all. But I'm just saying, overall, having a long progression system is great for the game. Because just look how quickly the last game died. But in terms of unlocking everything, I think that means epic in all levels. Because if you just want to get all the cards, that's probably like 500 hours maybe, or 200 hours. Because obviously that last step to epic is a lot longer. I mean, okay, 4,000 hours might be too much. Like, that that I agree on. Let me see, 4,000 hours. How much hours is there per... Wait, I need to do some math there. 365 times 24, 8,000. Okay, that's about half a year's worth of gameplay. So maybe a little bit lower. Maybe 1,000 is realistic, but that's still everything. Like every single emote, every single epic card on every character. So I do agree that it might be a little bit too high, but some people seem to want, like, I'm gonna play my 30 minutes a week, but I still want to have a chance to unlock everything in this game. That's kind of like my issue with it. But again, the problem is that you can buy loot crates for real money, so that's always gonna cloud this problem, because then people could just buy their way to get everything, which sucks. So 1,000 hours would be more realistic. Let's see if they've started answering anything now, because now it's like 6 minutes past. No answer, no answer, no answer. Okay, no answers yet. Let's take a look at Twitter. Will we get private matches? I hope someone's asked that question, because that's something I really want as well. Let's see how. Let's see if anyone has tweeted the last few minutes. No, nothing official. I think I'm following pretty much everyone working there, so I should see something if it pops up. Oh, Liam, hello, Liam, how's it going? If you guys don't know, Liam, one of my moderators, he's also a moderator on the subreddit. So maybe he can give us a heads up when they actually start. Because I'm looking at Reddit, I'm refreshing all their pages right now, and I am not seeing anything at the moment. Oh, here we go. Paul Kestlin just tweeted, "Hi everyone, I'm Paul Kestlin, one of the multiplayer producers over at DICE. My main responsibilities for the game revolve around troopers, heroes, and some of our mounted vehicles, including the Tauntaun. Additionally, I collaborate closely with our partners at Lucasfilm to help bring the game together." Alright, so let's see if they've used any of the other accounts to answer anything. I think Reddit might be overloaded now or something, I'm not sure. No, nothing there, nothing there. Okay, so we got one answer so far, one introduction from Paul, who just posted that. So I think the best we can do now is just refresh and see once things pops up. because I think most of you guys are excited to see what they have to say, right? Because these are probably the most news we're gonna get for a while now. Oh, look at that! Yep, Reddit is overloading. Dennis has already written a lot here, as you can see, but I've already covered that in some of my videos. I wonder if Reddit is like based on if the servers are based for each subreddit, because in that case this subreddit is gonna blow up the servers. But if it's overall on Reddit, I don't think this AMA is big enough to affect the entire website. Let me see. Nothing on Twitter. Let's see here. I wish you could do like a kind of like a feed where I could see all of their answers, so I didn't have to like tab between them and answer the questions. Maybe I should zoom in a little bit now that I think about it, so you guys can see better. So when the actual text show, okay, that might be a little bit too big because that looks like, oh wait, let's see, how does it look? Like that? That's probably a good size. It's a little bit annoying for me, but you guys will be able to read better when they actually start answering questions. Reddit put too many long posts in the AMA. Yeah, I know that. I think the mods are actually removing some of them. But like you said, there was a lot of like walls of text. So I understand that they... Here we go, Dennis. Hey all, my name is Dennis and I work as a design director for Battlefront 2. I hope some of you still remember me from the first Battlefront game where I was working as lead designer on the post-launch part of the game. For this game, I focused mainly on the gameplay side of things. Troopers, heroes, vehicles, game modes, guns, feel. I'm that strange guy that actually prefers the TV shows over the movies in many ways. I love Clone Wars, Ahsoka Lives. And I also play a lot of board games and miniature games such as X-Wing, Imperial Assault and Star Wars Destiny. Hopefully I'm able to answer your questions in a good way. Alright, here we go. Here's John, the executive producer of Battlefront 2. I started here at DICE a few months ago and it's been an adventure. I've done a little bit of everything in the game industry over the last 15 years and I'm looking forward to growing the Battlefront community with all of you. So he seems like a really new guy at DICE because I've never met him at the Game Changers event. I've never seen him in the on the events or like on interviews and stuff. So maybe they brought him in specifically for the post-launch content, because if he just came in a few months ago, he's not going to have much of an effect on the launch stuff. Let's see, I wonder if they're using the EA community team. I doubt it, because that one's probably going to get wrecked if they answer anything. I should probably upvote these to make sure that they John is streaming, really? What, is John Boyega streaming? Really? What are you guys talking about? I don't think so. I'm checking on Twitter as well. So what are you guys excited to hear? What do you want answered the most? Let's take a look at the top questions right now while we wait. So I think the top ones are probably going to be about pay to win, loot crates. Let me see. Infamous stated a progression. Alright, so yeah, this is the one where 4,528 hours, which is, I'll agree, it's too long. I want it to be long, but that's too long. Let's see, what else we have. Is it any way to collapse? Hey, Liam, are you watching? Is there any way to collapse on Reddit so that I only see the top ones? Because I don't want to see the replies. That's just annoying. Can I do that somehow? Navigate by... I want to close that. I don't want to see all the... No, I want like that. I guess I could do like that, but it's kind of annoying if I need to do that. They're replying now. Look at their profiles. All right, we'll do. Let's see. Let's see if they have any good answers here. I don't see any answers yet. What are you talking about? Press the minus on the left side on the comment. But then I need to do that for every single comment then, like this, which is like just a little bit annoying. I just want to get an overview of all the top questions, because that's obviously the ones we're gonna... let me see if I go top here instead. Probably better. No, only the top comment. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Oh, thanks. Thank you, Dave. I think if I do like this, right? No, okay, then it remove the entire one. What? Like that? Or how do I... It doesn't seem to be one way to easily do it. It will go to the next one. I basically just want to see the top comments. No responses. If I do like this, it removes it altogether. So I would love to close all replies to... I don't know why they even have replies on. If it was possible to disable, that would be better. You would have to set the suggested sort to Q&A, which... Oh wait, there's actually something like that? Q&A, where's that at? Suggested Q&A. Oh, okay. Let's see if that works. There we go, thank you guys, that's what I wanted. Now I can see the top comments without seeing the replies, perfect. Right, let's see if they responded to anything yet. It's like, this is how I work when I make my video. Oh, here's a response. Okay, let's start off with Paul's response to... I've got to check what question it is. Alright, so this is the question regarding how the credits are capped per day to 500. As we want to let players earn credits offline via a more relaxed game mode, we needed to also find a way to make sure it wouldn't be exploited in a way that would impact multiplayer. Because of that, we made the decision to limit the number of credits earned to stop potential abuse. We will be looking at data continually and make adjustments to make things as balanced as possible. As for more arcade, just like every mode in our game, we want to look for ways to expand it going forward. Unfortunately, at this point, we don't have anything to share right now. We know that we care about offline modes. Okay, so this explanation was the same one I got from the start, and I understand it. But I don't think this answer is going to please a lot of people, because this was a very... this question doesn't really answer much, to be honest. I mean, this reply... I agree with it. I think you should just go in there, do your daily arcades, and then get out of there so you can't abuse it. But there seems to be a lot of people who want to play offline, so I'd love to see if there was something like... You get those 100 credits per arcade, the first 5, which is a lot more than you get in multiplayer. But then after that, once you have completed those, you can still get a little bit of credits, maybe 20 per arcade, because you can do them in like 1.5 minutes. So obviously, if you do 30 times, that's still 600 credits an hour. So I think that's the best way. If they have those 100 each at the start, and then they would and then they would give you a little bit after that, like enough for people who just want to play offline to still get something, but not enough to kind of make it abusable, if you know what I mean. All right, so that's what I wish they could do, that they could add a way for people who want to play offline to get credits simply when that limit is up. All right, so let's see if we got any more questions answered here. Oh, like John got gold. Nothing new on the other ones, so we've got one reply so far. Slow but constant progression in offline modes would be better than a hard limit. Yeah, I agree. Link Elliot talks good. Thank you. I'm glad you agree with me. I feel like that's a kind of win-win for everyone, because I like the fact that I can jump in, do a couple of daily arcades to get some extra credits, and then I'll do it the next day again. That works for people like me who just want to play multiplayer, but it does not work for people who just want to play offline. And those are the people they need to cater to. They need to have something for them to get after those 5 extra or however many they want to do. Just give them a little bit of credits, enough for them to be worth, okay? I also think they should base those depending on which arcade you're doing, because right now if you're doing those really quick ones that take like 1.5 minutes, you get the same amount of credits as if you do one of those that take like 5 minutes. John Boyega will be playing Battlefront 2 in an hour. Really? He will? Let me take a look here. On Twitter, looking on Twitter, I don't see anything here. EA Star Wars hasn't tweeted. Where are you guys seeing that? I don't even see it on John Biega's Twitter. Where are you guys seeing that? By the way, do you get credits for losing an arcade match? I'm actually not sure, because I don't think I've lost one yet, so I'm not sure. Alright, wait. John Biega will be playing BF2 on Xbox Mixer. Oh, okay, sweet. Well, I guess that's probably not newsworthy, but good to know. So let's see if we got any more replies here. Nothing yet. This answer from Paul, I understand it, but I think it's gonna get downvoted because it really doesn't give us any news, really. I wish he's saying we will be looking at data and make adjustments to make things as balanced as possible. I mean that's good. I guess that's the problem with these answers. They can't decide on the spot, but they should probably have done it before. I don't know. We'll see what they say. Thank you, Blue Shark, for the 186. Much appreciated. I just realized that the white background makes it almost impossible to see that, so I might... Isn't there a night mode here? Let's go. Yeah, that's better. Do I need to do that for all? Oh, okay, it refreshed. Okay, so let's see if we get any more replies here. Nothing there. I wonder what people replied to his reply here. Yeah, not very positive as we guessed. I hope I made the title clear that this is gonna cover the Q&A, so people don't jump in there and expect a lot of gameplay. When we have some breaks, I'll basically be jumping in. And why did they say that someone just damaged the stream, boss? But I didn't see any donation. I'm confused. Did I miss something? I don't think I did. Hello there, Anne. We've only got 1 G. Some people are toxic. Yeah, I know, Liam. If you see toxic people in the chat here, feel free to ban them. I'm a little bit harsher than Reddit, I guess. If you're like obviously trying to just upset people. How are responses so far? Only 1 so far regarding arcade, and reasonable explanation, but no solution for it really. It's regarding the fact that you lock the arcade after 5 matches, so you don't get any more credits. Dennis replied. Okay, let's see what Dennis has to say here. Okay, here we go. Let's go to context so we see that question. Okay, I for one would pay $20 to $30 for cosmetic loot crate. Oh, he made this massive list, I think, of all the different. Okay, let's see what Dennis says to cosmetic loot crates. Nothing is too late. As you've noticed, we weren't able to get the customization system into the game in time for launch. I'm actually having artists and designers walk up to me today showing me cosmetic stuff they really want to get out there. I think we have probably the best looking clone troopers ever made, and I know players really want to customize them. I know I do. I can't really commit to a date just yet, but we're working on stuff, and I believe it will change the game tremendously on all levels. Okay, that sounds really good. That's what we want to hear regarding the customization. It's a shame that you can't give us dates, but you guys know what happens if you give dates and don't hold those dates. But the fact that if there's one person that dies that I really trust when he says that there's big changes coming, it's Dennis. Because I think after the first game we have built up a good trust for him in the community. Let's see if we got any. So yeah, I mean, not obviously you guys saw my video about the leaked clone troopers, so they've probably been starting to work on them before the launch, and now they'll finish work after the launch. 1 second, my cables are getting a little bit mixed up. There we go. Give me 5 first. I agree, Dave. I want 5 first as well. I think we all want 5 first. I think I prefer the 212 looks wise. Let's take a look if we've got any more replies. Nothing as of yet. I'm just gonna check on Twitter as well in case there's something that's popped up there. All right, nothing new there. Okay, so the thing I thought sounded good here that Dennis said at the end was, we're working on stuff, and I believe it will change the game tremendously on all levels. So it's not just a customization system, it's probably more than that. That's what I like. This changed the game tremendously on all levels. That's how I feel. Are you recording from the bar? No, unfortunately not. It would be kind of fun if I brought 2 PCs and a green screen and a bunch of studio lights and everything to the bar just to get the news, so I could cover them live. I'm not even going to bother reading community responses to them because I know they're going to be toxic as always. I just want to hear what Dice has to say. That's all. That's the important part. Will you make a video covering all the responses of the Q&A, Elliot? Yes, I will. I just thought, because I didn't want to make the video when the Q&A is going on, because then I'm going to be like, oh, I got to add another thing. Oh, I got to add another thing, and so on and so on. So I prefer to, why not do a live stream now to cover them as they jump in with you guys, and then after the Q&A is over, I'll answer, I'll do a video on it simply. Dennis confirmed 501st in the chat yesterday. Confirmed, I guess, is he didn't really confirm it. I think it was more like that'd be cool, but I mean, we saw it in the leaked file, so it's pretty obvious. So it's been 25 minutes now. They've only answered 2 questions. I wonder if they need to like write every answer together with their PR team before they publish them. Okay, they've only been doing it for like 15 minutes, so we'll see what they have to say. Is there anything here? Nope. Let me see if you have, I'll take some of your questions while I wait for them to answer. Are you an EA game changer? Yes. Basically everyone who has been at the capture events are, I guess you could say. Your headset control is hitting the microphone. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out how I can. What if I do like this? 1 second. Let's put up the mic. This is how you're supposed to use a lavalier microphone. I'm just lazy. Let's put it like that, and then let's. Can I put this around my back? No, that's gonna be weird. What if I do like this? This feels kind of awkward though. That was not very good. I'm trying. Does EA have any effect on the videos you do since you're a game changer? No, not at all. The only thing they have effect over is if I do a sponsored video. But even if I do a sponsored video, like you've seen me do a couple of now, they don't decide. They basically say, okay, this is a topic we want you to cover, and this is what we want you to include. And it's not like opinionated stuff, but it's more like, hey, can you create these guides for the heroes that we can use on the website, or can you do a starfighter guide for us that we can feature in game, like those kind of guides, because they know I'm good at it. So that's what you do. But in terms of my normal videos, no, they don't affect, they don't approve anything, nothing like that, which is good, because that would have been kind of weird if they had control over my videos. I feel bad for KFM and the other Reddit mods. Yeah, I'm surprised Liam even had time to jump in there and drop a few messages in the chat, considering that he's moderating as well. No more answers? Nope. Opinion on the campaign. I think it's a little bit too short. Gameplay is decent, good variety in terms of what you do, but the gameplay is a little bit bland. Story, I'll say, how do I phrase this without spoiling it? Story is a little bit too cliche. Really, really good cinematics. I like how it ties into the books, but it didn't reach its full potential, so to say. Will there be more game modes in the future? We don't know. Okay, let's see if we got any more answers. John still hasn't answered anything. Yeah, FIFA gave all players an Inferno Squad kit. It's sick. Yeah, I saw that. I think they did it in both like FIFA, Madden, and something else, which was pretty cool. They're over half an hour late already. They've already answered 2 questions. I think they need to be very careful with what they say, basically. EA should make a Senate skin for the Emperor. Dude, I would totally pay $9.99 for a red Senate skin for Palpatine. That'd be amazing. I'd love to see them all sitting together working on this. Yeah, I'd love to see a picture from that office just sitting there. Probably like 10 PR guys around them. No, I don't think so. But I'm sure there's someone there just verifying that they don't say too much. Oh, and Dave, which faction will you choose? I haven't announced that yet. I am probably not going to do it until I want to do some, no, not $99.99, I said $9.99, or that's a little bit too much. $4.99 is probably reasonable for a skin, right? Or like $2.99. Jesus Christ, what is this? How's it going, Liam? Is it chaos? Here we go. We've got an answer from John here. Let's see what he has to say. All right. Are you aware that it will take a gamer who plays 2 hours per day over 6 years in order to unlock all of the content? Unfair, blah blah. Will you be looking to lower the number of microtransactions? Do you have any comment on the cooldown to earn credits? Okay, let's see. We've seen the speculation about how long it takes players to earn things, but our averages based on the play first trial are much faster than what's out there. But as more players come in, that could change. We're committed to making progression a fun experience. We're committed to making progression a fun experience for all our players. Nothing should feel unattainable, and if it does, we'll do what it takes to make sure it's both fun and achievable. As we update and expand arcade mode, we'll be working towards making sure that players can continue to progress without daily limits. There it is. That's what we wanted to hear. As we update and expand arcade mode, we'll be working towards making sure that players can continue to progress without daily limits. That's exactly what people wanted, and now you've heard it, that it will be coming in an update. You will be able to progress without daily limits. Perfect. Thank you for the donation, Johnny Walker. Please explain how to level up heroes. I will do that in a second. I'll keep the question until we got a break here. Okay, apparently we also got an answer from Paul. Let's see what he has to say here. Okay, this is a super long question. I'm just gonna... okay, will you increase the communication with the community and regularly discuss and answer questions on Reddit? I don't like how they say Reddit here. Reddit is not the only platform. It's pretty toxic. Definitely a good question about the communication though. Absolutely, we're focusing more and more on finding ways to communicate with our community. This AMA is just the beginning. We're exploring things like what it would take to do a frequent video series, as well as having a more frequent presence on Reddit and our official forums. That sounds very good. I actually had that idea. Imagine doing like a weekly recap with the developers. Like, these are the things. That's one thing they do with the old school RuneScape. Have a Q&A every I don't know if it's week or month, and that thing is so really popular. I wish they could have something like that. All right, second question was, are there any changes planned regarding the class star card level requirement when upgrading cards to higher rarities? Maybe you could elaborate on the design goals. We've already started to tweak our existing systems based on the data we've seen from our Play First trial players, as well as our feedback. The goal with star card class requirements initially was to make you go wide in the type of cards you get before you go deep in specializing which ones you want to upgrade. That said, we're hearing loud and clear that you'd prefer a system where playing a class or a character specifically will upgrade its level instead. So we're looking to make that change as soon as possible. That's another very good reply. That sounds like they don't want this randomized spread, but they want you focused. The weapons right now are very focused, because if you play a class, you get that specific weapon. So if they can narrow that down with the cards as well, that sounds like a very good solution. Weekly stream with Dennis, that would be awesome. I totally agree. So there's some good answers there. We got some good answers. Honestly, I hope that Reddit will be pleased with some of these. They still haven't tackled the big question about loot crates, pay to win, and cosmetics. Or no, cosmetics Dennis talked about, but the actual pay to win part they haven't tackled. That's probably the toughest one. But good answers so far, that's for sure. Let's give this another go and refresh and see what we got. Nothing. Okay, here's another one. Oh, this. Let's see. Another one from Paul. When do you plan to repair the backlash you've received, and are you worried this will have a serious impact between you and the consumers? Jumping into this AMA is just one of the ways we want to start to repair the bridge to our players. Lots of people told us that we shouldn't do this as it wasn't going to go like we hope it would. That said, we are committed to continuing this dialogue even if we need to face some harsh feedback. We welcome the discussions and criticism. We're not here just for the praise, although it is nice to hear, and we'll continue to be here and on our forums talking to our community as we strive to work with you to make a Star Wars game you enjoy. So, good answer. It sounds like a nothing specific, but obviously they need to communicate more. Let's give this another refresh here and see if we got anything. I think we've covered all the questions so far, right? Yes. Let's take a look at Twitter, and then I'll get back to your donation question there in a second. EA keeps posting my video of me failing on Twitter all the time. Alright, so let's see. Your question was, please explain how to level up heroes by getting star cards. Simple as that. Upgrade star cards, craft star cards, be lucky to get star cards. That will level up your hero. It's not the ultimate way, but that's the way it works right now. Yeah, that video really went, I don't know, viral might not be the right word, but it's my most liked tweet ever, I think. Which is pretty funny to me. And let's see if we've got... will those fail videos become a series? Depending on how good this one does, potentially. I mean, the problem for me is trying to find those clips, because now I knew in the head roughly where they were, but having like 8 hours of material to look through takes forever. So it helps a lot, like sometimes if you guys leave a comment in the stream, like, you know, you can have a timestamp. So after that, you post like, oh, look at 2 hours and 23 minutes, this funny thing happens. So if I get a lot of those comments, I might be able to do it. All right, let's see. Let's give this a little refresh here. I think I have double. Okay, there we go. Nothing new from Dennis here. Paul has answered a couple of them. So yeah, I guess the main takeaway so far is that we are getting a big customization update sometime hopefully soon, and just big changes in general. More communication, maybe even a weekly video series. That they are looking into working towards making sure that players can continue to progress without daily limits. Yeah, there's some of the good things so far. Oh, CJ is here. Hello there. Streamers tend to have a document ready to write timestamps when they experience something hilarious for later use. That's actually a really good idea, CJ. I might do that, because I know Elgato are working on because the stream deck that I use like for everything to control my stream. I know they're working on a feature where basically you push a button on it and it will save down the time basically in a document, like you said. So hopefully that's something. I don't know if they've added that or if it's coming or something, but I know I heard someone talk about that, and once that happens, that's going to make it a lot easier. But that's a very good suggestion, CJ. Imagine an Overwatch updates style video, but with Dennis. The memes would be great. Yeah, I would love to see that. Let's see if we got anything new here. Here's one from Paul. No, from John, sorry. Let's see what the question was. Even among game journalists, the progression system sticks out as the clear sore point in what otherwise looks like a very well-made game. To the point that for many, it's soaring the whole experience. Are you considering radical changes to the system? Is there anything you have decided you won't change? I think this concern has come through loud and clear. We're going to continue adjusting the crate system, content, and progression mechanics to hit a point that gives players a great balanced experience at all skill levels. We're working on expanding the number of ways that players can progress, putting more control in their hands and providing more options and choice in the way people play. There's not much in the game that we wouldn't revisit to improve the game for as many players as possible. So good answer, a little bit vague. Obviously they probably can't go into specifics, but more ways to progress to me kind of sounds like, or what I'm hoping for is that easier to get crates without paying, because it's pretty slow now, and that you might be able to, like he mentioned in a previous answer, that you might be able to progress a class specifically by playing it, so you get more progression from that, because right now it's like the weapons basically and a few crates from achievements, but it's mostly get credits and unlock crates. Sounds pretty good. Let's take a look if we've got anything more here. Dennis has only answered one question so far. He might be answering with a long reply, we'll see. the answers are pretty meh. They've been more specific than I thought so far. I was afraid it would be too much kind of PR talk. Of course, they can't go into specifics too much, but they have said some things like basically promised us a lot of cosmetics, that you will be able to progress beyond the daily limit on arcade. What else did they say? Also that they're adding more ways to progress. I mean, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're going in with the expectation for them to say, we're gonna remove the loot crates and we're gonna remove the microtransactions altogether, you just have the wrong what do you call it? Wrong stance, because that's never gonna happen. They won't reveal in a Reddit Q&A that they're removing loot crates. Like, that's completely unrealistic. Can we dab on them haters, Elliot? Can we dab on them Ellioters? Oh yeah, sure, Travis. Freaking dab emote. No problem, M.A. Steins. I'm glad you enjoyed this type of a live stream. It's fun to kind of cover this news live, and then I'll just make a video afterwards doing like a summary of it. Oh, there we go. Reply from Dennis here. Let's see what he... As a father with young kids, the two things that I lack are time and money. For all players like myself, with the vertical progression of the star card system, how can we progress in game and stay on even footing with those that have hours upon hours to grind daily, and those that are willing to throw down money on loot crates for power increases via star cards on hero unlocks? Mainly through matchmaking, we take into account not only your gameplay skills but also your inventory and time played. When we match players together in multiplayer, you should not ever be match made together with players who are much better than you are. Ultimately, your effectiveness is going to count down to skill, not the star cards that you have. If it doesn't feel that way, we'll see it on our side too. Our data will tell that story and we'll make adjustments. We're looking at results from millions of matches, and we will be continuously rebalancing items, unlocks and matchmaking to create a fair, fun experience for all our players. Beyond that, all star cards have maximum values regardless of how they are unlocked. Alright, so I guess it makes sense. I don't quite understand the question about why would someone who spends 10% of the time that someone else plays have the exact same progression. That kind of means that there isn't a progression. I think this is a really good way to combat that I will play against people who have played an equal amount of time, but I don't see why if you play 10 hours, obviously someone who's played 100 hours will have more stuff to you. That just makes sense, you know. But I do understand the money on loot crates part is of course the problem here. I don't see the problem as I play little, you play a lot, but it's more about I play little, you paid a lot. That's the kind of difference that is not very good. Let's see if we got anything else here. What about single player DLC? I doubt they're gonna answer anything about that here, because they've already. I mean, I don't even see any questions about it. But I mean, we saw. We know that it's gonna be single player DLC in the Last Jedi season. Simple as that. The real concern is having two people that play equal times and one just has more money. Yeah, that's kind of the same point that I made. And that's what I feel is the main issue with this, because when people compare it, it takes this long to unlock, it takes this long to get that and that and that. The whole thing that colors that and kind of destroys that is the fact that you can pay your way there. If that wasn't the case, I don't think people would complain. If you say, okay, this guy has this OP star card, but he played 100 hours. Well, OP isn't good, but he has this better star card, and he played 100 hours. Sure. I don't play as much, but if it's more like, oh, he played 1 hour, but he spent $100, then that's the issue. People who put time in shouldn't have to suffer for those who don't. Exactly. That's how I feel. And that's why the paid star cards ruins it, because that always also ruins it for those of us who do play a lot. So although I won't buy loot crates, it makes me kind of not look worse, but in comparison to those, yeah, I don't know. Because that means if I would really play a lot, get the best star cards, kill a lot of people, they might think, oh, that guy just paid to get his stuff. So yeah, that is an issue for sure. Let's see if we got any. There we go, another. Okay, this guy seems to be answering a lot of. Let's see which one this was. Okay, so he's gonna answer one of the 3 questions. This was the one about loot boxes. Yeah, still no response regarding that. Same thing for this second one. I feel like this should be, because the credit reward is pretty underwhelming. Okay, other replies incoming. Okay, they will be answering all 3. Perfect. Okay, so right now credits you earn in a match do take into account your performance, but it really doesn't. I've seen pictures of people who play exactly like 15-minute game, 60-minute game. 50-minute game has 10,000 score. 16-minute game has 1,000 score, but that one still gets more. So I think I don't know. It's not that I don't trust them, but like I've seen a lot of pictures of like 10 times more score, but a little bit less play time, and they still get less credits. So I don't know. Currently, it's skewed more towards your time spent in game, and we have some work to do to make it more clear that your performance does impact your credit earned. This change was done prior to launch, something that happened just before I was interviewed by Angry Joe, and I missed the update since I was traveling. Sorry for the confusion. Regardless, this is something that we're looking to continue to improve on, both in presentation and via more ways to reward you for different styles to play. So that's good to see that they are gonna improve it. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear that they are improving it, but I don't understand why they say that it does take the performance into consideration, because it must be like extremely minuscule. Like you get 10 credits if you get 1,000 score or something. I don't know, because I've just seen those images of straight up comparisons, and you get pretty much no extra credits for doing good. So yeah. And like, I just hate how people have to be so toxic. He literally says other replies incoming, and then just gonna ignore the whole loot box thing. Then, man, I don't adore the. Big props to EA and DICE for actually doing this AMA, because people are gonna be rough there. That's for sure. All right, here's another one from Paul. Let's see. Are you considering private servers for Battlefront 2? Yes, someone brought it up. This is such an impressive feature for a game to have. Allows competitive play and is certain to prolong the longevity of gameplay. This is something we hear a lot and will continue to consider. We know there are folks out there that want to either run their own competitive events or find a safe place to take screenshots / create crazy videos. Yes, thanks. Those are things we're excited to see you all do, so it will continue to be on our radar. Okay, so no confirmation that it is coming, but that they are looking into it. I think they added private matches post-launch for the last game as well, right? I agree, and like the replies to the replies are just stupid. But I hope they don't read them. Okay, no, that's the same one I just read, right? Yes. I am curious, who is gonna tackle that loot box / gambling question? Who is gonna do that? I feel like that's almost something for like an EA executive to answer, because I doubt any of these guys were the ones who took the decision to put microtransaction loot crates with gameplay items in the game. I don't think so, but yeah. I don't care about loot boxes, just give us a better credit earning system and it's all good. I'll admit that that's a bigger issue for me. I personally, I think that's the most annoying thing. Seeing how you get the same amount of credits all the time, which makes it more into a grind, instead of having like, damn, I got this really good game now and I actually got 1,000 credits for it. That would be great. Thank you, Darth Bricks. I'm glad. And I'm really happy we have almost 2,000 viewers. I might do these live... do you guys think I should do more of these live news things? It's not that often you can do something like this, but sometimes like they have a live stream where they are going to reveal something. I could like have it in the corner and then I could discuss with you guys, check, oh, here's some news, and bring it up and so on. I think that's It's pretty fun, and then right as it's over, I just end the stream and make a video about it. I think it's a good... Lol, why risk your career because the community will kill them because they are idiotic 12-year-olds commenting? Yeah, I agree. They don't need to risk their career for it. Yes, okay, that's good. Yeah, I didn't expect this much people. I thought people were gonna jump in, expect gameplay, and then be like, tune out. Yeah, I'm not talking just for AMAs. I'm talking if they have like a reveal live stream, or if there's something that is a live thing, not just we're dropping a trailer, because then obviously there's no point in streaming it. But if there's any continuous thing they will do, in that case, I think I would do that. Yeah, please. I'd like to able to attend properly next time. Yeah, Liam, sure. Have they covered loot boxes at all yet? No, not loot boxes in general. I think that's, I can imagine that's probably one of the biggest things for them to tackle in terms of what they're allowed to talk about. They need to address it somehow, that's for sure. But yeah. I don't know, I think their answers are a little bit above what I expected so far, because they have given us some definite answers on things they will be changing and that will be coming. They're still not going too much into specifics, but they're also not super vague either. So 7 out of 10 answers, or 6 out of 10 answers so far. The community has to get better before more communication can be between community and devs. I agree. I think it's... I understand that they do this on Reddit, but actually it is kind of good that they do it on Reddit, because that's a forum that they cannot control. I was thinking like, oh, they can do it on their own forum, but it's very risky to let them do it on their own platform, because that means they can control it to fit their agenda. Like they could delete questions that they don't want to answer. So I guess it's a good way, but I just think Reddit is just such a harsh place, and people can be idiots there, to be frank. Dennis replied, okay, you guys are okay, let's go. Oh, on loot crates, okay, here we go. Okay, he replied regarding loot crates. I'll take question 1. I think crates can be a fun addition as long as you don't feel forced to engage with them in order to progress. I feel that's where the issue is with our game right now, and that's where we'll look to solve as quickly as we can. Yes, we're looking to add additional ways to progress your favorite characters or class, while allowing crates to be a fun thing for those who want to engage with them. That is exactly what I said in my beta feedback. Crates should be part of the game, not the progression, if that makes sense. You're never going to be able to just snap your fingers and remove the crates altogether, but if the crates are something on the side, I'm thinking like Overwatch, or what's another good game to compare? I don't know, H1Z1. It's not something you need, but you can take it if you want to. You can get a little bit of progression. So I think that's a good. I think that's a good question. The good answer. That's people. I hope people don't. Look at this. I think crates can be a fun addition. We don't ever. Yeah, you don't. I'm sorry to say, but obviously crates works for some people. I shouldn't even read those replies, because people are just so entitled on Reddit. It's unbelievable. Okay, let's see what the second question he answered was. That was the one regarding that it's too slow. Okay. We're always going to be looking at the system from the back end and making changes depending on how we're seeing people progressing. If it looks as though the crafting parts aren't being given out quickly enough, we'll look into changes to fix that. We know our players are looking for more direct paths in getting the thing they really want, so we'll look to provide that as quickly as we can. So yeah, that sounds like a reasonable response. It kind of goes into the other one. I hope that's something they will do soon, because it does feel a little bit slow. Yeah, exactly. Battlefield 1 has good crates. Cosmetic crates can be fun. That's how I agree. I agree, Kanji Club. Those responses to the responses have been absolute crap so far, but hopefully they will only reply to the top posts and not to the bad kind of Yeah, because this is better than I expected them to respond. We're looking to add additional ways to progress. Well, like, yeah, this is exactly how I felt. You shouldn't be forced to engage with crates to progress, because that's how it is right now. You are literally forced. That is the only way to progress. Do you think we should be able to choose which skins, but like Rainbow Six, or should be randomized like Overwatch? I think it depends on the amount of cosmetics they add, because I think it's kind of underwhelming if it's like, oh, you're gonna buy a loot crate and you can get 5 cosmetics from it, whereas in Overwatch it's like, oh, you can get 150 different cosmetics in it. That makes it more exciting. So if they do have a lot of them, maybe they could have, like, I think something that would be fun would be if the most expensive crates, most expensive cosmetic crates would be like, okay, here's a clone trooper crate or something, but then you could be a little bit cheaper and be risky and get like an overall crate that can give you any cosmetic. So yeah, but yeah, I thought that was a good answer, to be honest. Let's see, do I want to read the replies here? I don't think I will. Use Overwatch loot box as an example. Yeah, that's a good answer. Oh well, okay. I guess that bad comment got downvoted. At least they have. That's good. Let's see if we got anything new here. So I think they've answered a lot of the top questions now. Probably, if we go to the main thread here, let's see how much they've actually replied. Okay. Oh, someone's actually compiling all the answers here. That's good. Let's see. Okay. It's kind of hard to see here though. Okay, it's better if I just do like this. Streamlabs donation isn't working for me. We'll do it next stream. Gotta go back to work now. I wonder if something's broken with them, because I thought I saw something. Wait, let me take a look here. I thought I saw something, like I saw the damage on the stream boss, but I didn't see. Okay, no, never mind. Weird. I don't know. Corkbox seems to be dead as well. I don't know. Strange. Let me take a look here. Oh well. Streamlabs is so bad. Life my ass off. Do you really think so? I thought it was really good so far. I've barely had any issues at all, and it seems like it's I don't know. And I've been like saying, hey, please can you add this? Hey, please can you add this? And they keep adding YouTube stuff that I want. So I think I like Streamlabs. Stream boss took fall damage. It could be. Oh, here's a question, an answer from John. Okay, this is the same one Dennis answered. Let's see if he has a different answer. We're constantly looking at the rate that players are unlocking crates and star cards, and will continue adjusting values to make sure that players are able to progress toward their goals without feeling like a grind. We're also going to be adjusting end of match rewards as we revisit the system to reward people differently based on the way they play. Okay, so basically sort of the same, I guess. Not really a new answer there. Yeah, that was a very generic answer, I agree. But I mean, I don't know. They've had some specifics. Some specifics and some generic answers. That's kind of expected. But I bet you $100 that Reddit, this could be a top post afterwards saying something like, oh, they're just dodging the questions or whatever. Probably. If you guys actually want to discuss the game, I'd recommend going to this subreddit, Reddit/Battlefront 2. Yeah, if you want to discuss the game and give feedback on suggestions, this is a good subreddit for that. I like how there's 2,600 users here, but it's 1,700. That's yeah, we'll see if it calms down in the main subreddit, but right now it's you can't really use that to discuss gameplay features or and so on. Oh wait, here's we got a question answer from the EA community team actually. I didn't even think they were gonna use that. Do you have any comment on CFO Blake Jorgensen's claim that if they keep people engaged in something they love, they can find ways to improve their experience and monetize it along the way, and that consumers don't mind it, which given the circumstances have proved to be less than true? We've said from the beginning that we are building this game to be a long-term live service. As you can see, we're highly focused on the feedback from the community and will be continually adjusting the game to make this an experience that people love to play. Additionally, we already have new seasons of free content planned that will add new features, heroes, and locations to keep the game engaging, fresh, and dynamic for our players. Kind of generic PR response. I don't think that's going to go down too well, to be honest. Yeah, I agree, Josh. That was a very, very PR answer. Unfortunately, I think the main issue. I don't know how. I'm curious how much microtransactions they sell at launch, because there was microtransactions in Battlefield 1 and Battlefront, but they started with them very late, like after a few months, whereas right now they're kind of like shoving those starter packs, the crates and everything, and crystals kind of from the start, and that's what makes this game get so much negativity basically. Let me see. I got a question from Dennis here. All right. I like that you guys are I'm sitting here refreshing and you guys are still quicker than me. All right. Do you feel that the 6.5 of 10 that Game Informer released on your game was an adequate score based on the product you released? Do you think the score would have been higher if the game was not riddled with microtransactions and progression system inherently tied to those? I feel that the score was impacted by the feedback on our progression system, and obviously would have loved if that wasn't the case. I believe the gameplay, art, audio, and depth warrants higher recognition, but I am a developer, so I'm not necessarily the most unbiased source. Reviewers are obviously entitled to their own opinions, and we respect that completely. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, that's why actually a lot of places have given the game 8 out of 10. I think it has 678 out of 100 on Metacritic right now, which is pretty good considering the drama. I mean, I think this game could easily have been a 9 or 10, maybe at least a 9 out of 10 if it wasn't for the microtransactions and the poor progression system. So yeah. Let's see. Let's cross those down and let's see if we got anything new here. Oh wait, another one here. Oh, but about Galactic Conquest? I didn't think they would answer that. Will you guys ever bring it back? I played a ton of Galactic Conquest in the old games, and I would love to bring it back. If we ever did it, it would have to be large enough and deep enough to belong in a Star Wars game in 2017. But yeah, I'd love to take a stab at delivering that at some point. We'll see. That's a good answer, I'd say. There is no way he would have come out there and say, yes, we're adding Galactic Conquest. So I'm hoping that they are really gonna commit on the yearly, or like the year-long process of adding to this game, because then Galactic Conquest could actually be a realistic thing to add. So yeah, I guess decent answer. Let's see, nothing new here, but I can see. Nope. I can't wait to see this game in a year from now. Considering how much they changed the first game with probably a lot smaller team and not as good systems, I am very excited to see how it looks in a year from now. I doubt they will make Galactic Conquest, to be honest, unless it's something they will add in a year or two. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If they do add Galactic Conquest, I think that'd be something they'd add in like a year from now, because although we have, what is it, 11 planets or locations, it would be nice if we're gonna have, obviously, what is it, 12, wait, 11, Galactic Assault, and there's one or two for space, I think, that are only for space. And then it's going to be Crate and also, what's it called, the car. So like then we're up at 13, 14. So maybe after a year when we might have, I don't know, 20 planets, at that point it could be realistic to add that. Can we ask more questions than about pay to win, please? They haven't really tackled that yet, have they? They have talked about loot crates and how they want to not make them as important, but they haven't specifically mentioned the fact that you can pay to progress. I hope they won't leave that question unanswered, because if they do, yeah, that's not going to go down very well. Because I mean, that is the main thing people are complaining on. Look at it. You can buy this for $2,000. You can do that and that for X amount of dollars. So I think they need to address that. Yeah, in an answer before this AMA is over. That's for sure. This was actually a lot of fun, this stream. I gotta say, just discussing with you guys and taking questions and so on. Wrecked by Tomby. You're a few days late, mate. What's the EE3 chit chat all about? I don't know. No one see the video on how OP and pay to win Boba Fett is with cards compared to without. I agree that that showed that Boba Fett needs nerfing. However, again, I think that was a very unfair comparison. I think what they should have done is, here's Boba with the lowest tier cards, and here's Boba with the highest tier cards. Because if you're able to unlock epic cards, that means that you've played a lot. Like, you need to be level, is it 20 maybe? And at that point, if you are level 20 and have not spent any money on the game, you will easily have those cards at the lowest tier. So I would have loved to see a comparison between having those lowest tiers versus having the highest tiers, because that's where the money makes difference. Having no star cards is, in my opinion, not a fair comparison, because that's only relevant for the first hour or two when you play the game, at which point you won't even play against those players anyways. So does that make sense? I think they should... X Factor complains about pay to win and still uses money in this game. Well, in case you guys missed it, he leaked the Camino stuff, and that screwed all of the other game changers out, because we couldn't post ours. And I think he probably didn't get invited back, so then he got salty and started making those videos. That's my guess. But I agree, it's a good comparison video, don't get me wrong. It shows the difference, but I still think it's not a fair comparison, because it's not a realistic scenario. It should be lowest tier versus highest tier, or lowest tier versus maybe blue tier, because those are the ones you really can pay yourself up to. You will never go from nothing up to epic by just paying. You can't do that. There's probably like 20 never seen Camino videos. Yep. Let's take a look here and see if we've got any more answers. Nothing from what I can see. No, he was not. I'm not going to go into any details, but he broke more than one rule. That's all I can say. How's it looking on Twitter? I'm kind of curious how it looks on how are people reacting to the AMA so far. Let's see if there's any articles up. There's been about an hour now. I don't know if people have already written articles. Let's see if I sort it on past hour. Okay, no articles just yet. Right. Let's see if there's any more answers. I don't know. I'm guessing they might be ending the AMA soon, but I hope they will. Oh, now we got a bunch of questions here. Okay, let's start off with Dennis here. Let's see what the question was about. I don't want to read it. Game Sports, a 1.1 average user review from over. User reviews on Metacritic is not just don't even bring it up, because people haven't played the game, they just go there to hate. The Metacritic rating, however, which is 78, that's more realistic. But yeah, I was hoping you would let us know what led you to make the decision with the current progression system, and do you plan to implement any major changes? Yes, I don't feel like you can take yourself seriously as a developer on a live game if you're not willing to completely challenge your own system and considering overhauls. I can't really commit to the dates just yet, but we're looking at solutions where players have a clearer, more direct path to getting the stuff you want. Okay, that's roughly what they said before. Sounds good. I hope it's not too far down into the pipeline. Okay, wait, we got another one from Dennis here. Dennis is pretty good. What is the reason you can't do a real squad system like in Battlefield 2? That was amazing and very popular. Is the reason to keep it casual as possible, not promote? I don't believe in just taking a feature from one game and tossing it into this one. We've tried it several times and it doesn't work that way. We don't have the same levels at Battlefield. Our environments and what you expect from the planets we build are different. Nor do we have the same game modes for the same reason. That being said, we're currently prototyping an update to our spawn waves that allow parties to stay together and spawn on each other. No timeline yet, but we'll let you know. Yes! That is good to hear. That's exactly what I want, because I like the spawn wave idea. But if you play with friends, it sucks. It's great if you play alone, better than a squad system, but it is really bad if you play with friends. So this sounds like a very... he said we are prototyping an update, so that if that answer won't make people happy, I don't know what will regarding that topic. All right, so he's talking about skirmish. Let's see what he's saying. Where is the new improved skirmish that was promoted on the site back in April? During development, Arcade was originally called Skirmish, but given the new experience we offered, we launched under the name Arcade, which we felt better describes the play available as well as the opportunities we have for future development. Many of the elements of Skirmish form the foundation for this mode. With Arcade, we wanted to offer everyone new ways to play, which allows for focus to be put on the unique experiences playing alone or with a friend. Alongside adding campaign, this led us to develop this mode, a safe place to play with Battlefront toys. The custom games mode being the most extreme of this, which gives you the tools to make your own experience. Well, I guess that's why they renamed it. It doesn't give people who want skirmish any possible future of that, but that's why that was just an answer to why it was called Arcade, I guess. Let's see. I think John had something as well. No, we already answered that one, did we? Or looked at it. Let's see. That one we've looked at. Skirmish we've looked at. I think we've read all of those. So yeah. So EA need to buff hero health in big game modes. I disagree on that. I don't think they should, because I mean I've had some runs with like 20 kills and I agree, Bendu Monk. I don't think heroes should be locked at all. If they're gonna lock them, which is a fair opinion, it should not be behind credits. It should be behind something that, first of all, does not affect your normal progression. Secondly, that you cannot buy. So I would say if they had challenges to unlock the heroes that we currently have, like, okay, get 100 kills with Kylo Ren to unlock Darth Vader, or get 100 kills with Yoda to get Luke Skywalker. That, I think, people would not have complained about as much. But I would also be fine if they just made them completely free. I don't know what you guys think about it, but I don't see the point in having heroes for credits. That part overall, I don't think that should be in the game at all. It means I can't buy crates because I have to save for heroes. It also means that people can buy a lot of crates to get heroes as well. So yeah. Yeah, I agree, Sane. I like the whole 500 kills to get the best gun. That's a lot of fun. That's the kind of thing they should have done with the heroes instead. Let's see if we got anything new. Nothing new now. No. Yes, I will sum up everything interesting from the AMA in a video afterwards. Yeah, I know, Velocity. There's gonna be people who complain a lot, no matter what they do. That's the way it is. I'm just hoping they can please the core Battlefront community and everyone who was actually interested in the game, because I know there's a lot of people here who have zero interest in the game but still involved in this drama. I think that was actually pretty clear with the last game, because there was a lot of people whining on the game on the forums, and then one day they added a limit so you could only post if you had the game, and poof, all those complaints disappeared. So for some reason there are a lot of people on the internet who likes to complain about games that they are never going to play. That being said, there are of course a lot of things they need to fix. I'm just saying that I hope they can fix everything that the core Battlefront players like. Progression, please remove hero locks altogether, although it might be a little bit too late for that. Loot crates, microtransactions, those kind of things. Hero cost was lowered. It's actually reasonable to grind for them. Yeah, I've already unlocked Aiden, Luke, Chewbacca, and I think I can get Palpatine soon as well. But I still don't think it's good. I think it should be no lock behind credits at all. But it's at least something you can do now. Nothing new for now. Is there a stats page coming? I think if you go to my interview I did with Dennis, he actually responded to that. I don't know exactly what he said word by word, but it was something like we're looking into it and so on. Yeah, I agree, Anne. Fully agree. There should be a way to see the map. Like in the background, why not have the planet in the corner or something? Because right now you need to press escape to see which map you're on. Kanji, I agree with you. I have a lot of concerns with the game, but that doesn't stop me from playing it a lot, because I still think it's a lot of fun. Why remove stuff making them money? Loot crates shall be in the game from a business standpoint, untied to progression, and that's all there is to this. But that's the problem. It's not that easy to untie the loot crates from the progression, because that means people can still pay to progress or pay to get ahead. So loot crates in general, if they hide them only for cosmetics, that would be great. Let me take a look here. Let's see. Anything new pop up on? Sorry, just sticking on Twitter. They need a CEO to answer the gambling question. Yeah, they kind of do, honestly. I don't think it's gonna... Imagine if you dropped in there like, hey, it's... what's his name again? I don't know, Blake Jorgensen? Yeah, death threats, insta-ban, no problem. Hank will swing the bang hammer. Let's see, any more questions they've answered? Nope. They still haven't tackled the actual... They've talked about loot crates. They've tackled pretty much all important questions except the pay part, the microtransaction part. That's the one they haven't answered. Yeah, I agree, Anne. I feel like if they were unlocked or if they were locked behind challenges, I wouldn't mind any of those, because it destroys the progression system for me personally, because I bought like no crate at all so far almost, which means that my classes are really low levels because I just want to save them for heroes. No, they haven't addressed skirmish yet. They did actually address skirmish, or they Okay, they didn't address a potential future of it, but they addressed like what happened with it, I guess. Right, not seeing anything more at the moment. Thoughts of different blasters with the same skins? What do you mean? Shouldn't be the other way around? Why is someone called Star Wars Battlefront 2 updates? Stop stealing my name. What about lower reward for completing the campaign? That was because that was the match Aiden's cost. 5,000, 5,000, no, 20,000, 20,000, 5,000, 5,000. Simple as that. Dennis replied, okay, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Let's see. If there happened to be an overhaul of the progression system, how difficult would it be to get Disney's approval for cosmetic changes such as skins, voice lines, emotes? How much creative freedom do they give you? Unfortunately, I won't be buying the game in its current state, but if it was switched over to a purely cosmetic loot box system, I would gladly buy the game and throw down extra cash for cool looking skins. We have tons of creative freedom. It's probably safe to say that Star Wars games are more authentic and stick closer to the films, TV shows, comic books and other medium than before, but you also have a lot more to draw from these days. For example, when we sit down and look at roadmaps for future content, we're looking at years and years of development. I like the sound of that. And we'd still not be close to emptying the Star Wars vault of cool stuff to create. Makes sense. Obviously, I know they can't comment on things in specific that are coming in the future, but I mean, I hope they manage to fix the game enough that it's going to be popular to live on, so that they can just pump out new experiences for all the time. Like, just here's a new season, here's a new season. Everyone's going to be like, oh, there's a new Battlefront season coming in September, let's go back to the game and play a little bit. I hope that's going to be the case. They need to tackle the microtransaction part of this. We need an answer regarding that. Wait, what? CJ, should see the vault I have lined out on Confluence. Actually, you shouldn't. That will be spoiling. Wait, what? I don't even know what Confluence means. Am I stupid? Should I know what Confluence means? Or did he? It's a team collaboration software. The vault I've lined out. Okay, that sounds good though. I'm glad you guys have a lot to pick from. CJ, when is the bow rifle coming? We need that CJ bow rifle in the game. Oops, I misclicked here. I gotta admit that the way you got the bow rifle was a lot of fun, a very creative way, so it would be fun if that was added to the game again. Let's see, do we have any more questions answered here? Nothing so far. Do you think a team who plays together would have trouble beating someone who paid for a bunch of loot crates? No, not at all. I haven't had a single issue killing people with good loot so far, so I know you won't have an issue. If you play with good friends, you'll have no problem against people who bought loot crates. People don't want to hear that, but that's the way I've seen it. I played 20 hours, I've never had an issue. With the whole backlash of the progression/loot box system, I believe most people have forgotten how much the game has evolved compared to the old game and how much fun it is to play. Yeah, that's the problem, man. The big microtransaction and progression issue has like taken away the discussion from all the improvements. If you would like just look at all the things they've improved, and then boom, here comes the loot crates and microtransactions. Unfortunately, it must be kind of frustrating for the developers, I'd imagine, because now they just get to see that on every headline everywhere, and not so much about the actual content. Thank you, Hank, for swinging that banhammer. If we all hate loot crates, then who is buying loot crates? That's the thing. It's the vocal part that hates loot crates. A lot of people are fine with it, but most people don't want them to be gameplay based, basically. So if we're just talking loot crates in general, I think more people than you might think actually like them in general. Not how, maybe not how they work in Battlefront with the they kind of pay to progress, but in general. I mean, otherwise people wouldn't buy them. That's the thing. I know Hank has no tolerance for bullshit at all. It's good. How much the crates cost? I think they're like $1 to $2 each if you count like that. Why does heroes cost in the first place? That's a good question. I wish I knew. Wait, is he not called Hank on here? No, it's called. Oh, he has his real name here. Okay, fair enough. He says Henke or whatever. He has different names on like Steam and Origin and YouTube and real life and everywhere. So it's like I don't know which name to refer him by. I think it's called Hank on Origin. Oh, here we go. Another question from answered from Paul. Arcade mode is very basic at the moment. Will there be an update with a sort of skirmish mode with space battles plus galactic assault? We see arcade as a great way to get familiar with the game as well as put you alone or you and a friend into the experience tailored for that number of players. That said, we are very aware that some of you would love to have what is essentially a multiplayer mode available in offline, and we think that makes sense. It's an opportunity for learning the ins and outs of multiplayer and allows for a great safe experience. Nothing we can commit to today, but we'll keep this one on our list. Alright, so the other things they've actually said that they are looking into doing, that was more like, yeah, we know about it, but it's probably I think didn't Dennis say something in my live stream at EA Play that like they don't want to have a complete mirror because that means that they will have to limit their multiplayer based on the single player. Wait, Danger Cat, are you going to do a live stream with DICE for the Last Jedi DLC in December? I have no clue at all. It would be fun. I would love to do it. I had a lot of fun streaming with CJ, Dennis, and Guillaume during the Death Star DLC. That was a lot of fun. And also the EA Play stream with Dennis. It's great to like play the game and then the devs can explain what's going on because they know it better, obviously.
Yippee! How does era-friendly HREOS system work?
Thank you, Matthias, for the super chat. Basically, era-friendly heroes are 6,000 battle points. Non-era-friendly heroes are 8,000. So, actually, it's if you wanna, it's smart to unlock someone who someone like Chewie, because he's era-friendly and all. Is Gawkbox not working? I haven't seen anyone submit a tip. Yeah, I'm thinking about the same. I think I got one Gawkbox tip at the start of the stream, compared to like 100 yesterday. So I am not sure if might be broken, or if I have accidentally removed it from the stream page. I don't think so. No, it's probably just people forget about it and then one do it and it kind of snowballs. But yeah. Wait, I need to bring up that page again. There we go. Alright, Kanji Club. See you later. Let's see if we got anything new. John Boyega is streaming on Mixer, by the way. Yeah, I heard that. I'll probably make a video after this instead of... Wait, you didn't answer his question. You stopped midway. Wait, what? Wait, sorry, which question? How does error-friendly heroes system work? I did answer that. 6,000 for error-friendly, 8,000 for non-error-friendly. I think it might be with... Chewie is a good one to unlock first because he's error-friendly across all of them. Angry Joe got a gun in a loot crate yesterday. Have you experienced that? That's something I don't quite understand, because I heard someone say, I've just seen one person say this so far, that he got the last weapon in a loot crate, and that is worrying, because that was like the one thing that's actually locked to progression and actually playing. I have not seen any proof of anyone getting those final 500 kill weapons in a loot crate, but if that is true, that is actually quite bad in my opinion. Okay, let's see who bans that person first. No one's banning. Great, we got to see. Oh, okay, now I guess I'll ban it then. Where's the block? There it is. Favorite game mode in Battlefront 2? Definitely Galactic Assault. Heroes versus villains. It's kind of different experiences, so I really have a hard time picking one favorite. Okay, here's a long one from Dennis here. What? Why did context? Did I misclick? Okay, there we go. Who is doing research on the development of Star Wars IPs? Star Wars IPs from the late 90s into the zero, I think. Did EA not realize if they gave into what consumers wanted by removing loot boxes and gross microtransactions, they'd be setting themselves up for long-term profits and possibly a positive relationship? I saw this question before. I'm surprised he answered them. So let's see what they said. Our partnership with Lucasfilm gives us access to a huge amount of Star Wars information, but beyond that, we're always looking back at the heritage of Star Wars games. From Watch Those Wrist Rockets, thank you, from the old Battlefront to the inclusion of the heavy repeater from Jedi Knight that Aiden picks up. We treat the previous games as part of this same legacy, bringing more of their universe to life with Battlefront gameplay is one of the things we're most excited about in operating a live game. Regarding microtransactions, we want players to enjoy their progression through the game and want gameplay to be fair along the way. Microtransactions are therefore player choice, but won't be a requirement to play or succeed at the game, and like everything else, we'll continue tweaking and tuning until we achieve these goals. I guess nothing specifically on the microtransactions, on changes to them, but pretty good answer overall. I mean, I'm not really sure what they could respond with to the microtransactions. Like, could they just say, they can't just say we're going to remove them, so I'm not sure what answer we could expect to get regarding pay to progress or whatever, pay to win. And yeah, that was a pretty PR answer. I'll agree. It was nothing specific. I'm not sure what could they realistically say towards the fact that people can buy a gameplay advantage. Although I think it's very small, I've never had an issue with it. It's still something a lot of people are concerned about, so they obviously need to take care of that concern. So I'm not sure what they could say about it. Just give us cosmetic in loot boxes, done. That's the thing. They did say they were going to add cosmetics, but that's not something they can do like this. They can't just say, oh, we're going to do that, because it's too specific. That's what I'm trying to think. What would be the ideal answer that we could realistically get regarding microtransactions? Something that, I don't know. I mean, okay, that would be the ideal answer. That they would just say, okay, we're gonna remove all the star cards from the crates and just add cosmetics. That would be the ideal answer, that's for sure. I was actually curious, like, what would be a in terms of balancing the price of loot crates in terms of time, would it be better if they were, would it be better if they made them really cheap so everyone could afford to buy microtransactions, or would it be better if they made them really expensive so only rich people could buy them? I think that's better, probably. Or maybe the best solution is just to give people more credits, because that's the main issue now. When people have calculated how fast you get credits per hour and how much it costs to pay for it, it's basically like a very, very, very small salary per hour that you save by buying loot crates for real money, and that's the problem. I feel like a realistic part would be if you paid like almost a salary so people can be working instead, and then I don't know, it's tricky to say, but I just feel like that's the main issue right now, that I could buy stuff for $60 and then save like 40 hours or something, you know. That it needs to be more rewarded for playing the game, if that makes sense. Wait, what's up with the... Why did I... Pool truck just tweeted me. Okay, someone asked me to do a recap of the of everything. What? Really? That guy, do you know that guy called Sean on Twitter, who has been really active? Apparently he does not work for EA. Are you kidding me? How does he not work for EA? Is that okay, that's weird.
Another happy landing.
It is true that you can get the final class weapons in loot crates.
Thank you very much
for
for
the TL50 through a trooper crate. Can
really?
send you an image on Discord.
Oh man, I have not seen anyone get the final one yet from a crate, but I am very disappointed to hear that you can, because I thought they were blocked behind credits. Wait, did they answer something? Let me see. But apparently that Twitter dev, that EA dev that was on Twitter, about the thing is, I've known that, not know, but I have he's been tweeting back and forth with me for like half a year or something, and like going to EA Play, I was like, hey, you're gonna be there, it would be cool to meet, and he was like, no, I'm not going, I'm staying at the office or something, I think he said. He's like, he's been there for a long while, just randomly interacting with me, and I've just seen, okay, he works for EA. And I've seen other EA people interact with him, but I wonder, did no one actually know who that was? Has he been faking being... Because it's not someone who has popped up now with the whole drama. He's been here for a while. So that is very strange, actually. Alright, so do we have any more questions here? Nothing more from what I can see. I got the TL52. Really? Why can you get those in loot crates? That is so disappointing. I'm gonna put that on my list of wait, I'm working on a list on things I think they need to change. I'm gonna put it on no weapons in crates. Please send me that screenshot, Negi, if you can. That would be great, so I can use that in a video. If someone has a screenshot of them getting the last weapon in a loot crate, please send me a picture. I would love to see that. Liam, I think I'm depressed after this AMA. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, how's the moderating going? That must be pretty tough. I don't know if are they done yet. They've answered like not all questions, but the most important ones, and kind of given a very vague answer to the microtransaction part. He cussed demonetized. It doesn't work that way, unfortunately. Luckily, I mean. Yeah, I'm seeing some fun comments on Twitter. Dennis has spoken. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Let's see what he has to say. Oh, okay. Here we go with a concrete answer regarding that. 20% of your score is factored into your credit reward. We agree that's likely not enough, and we're looking into how we can increase that now. But 20%? That doesn't make sense. 20% of your score is factored how into your credit reward? Because, I mean, if you get 10,000 score, you don't get 2,000 credits. Do they take 20% of your score and then like divide it by 10? So if you get 10,000, you get 2,200. No, it's not that either. It's so hard to kind of get a grasp of that until they actually, you know, show us, like in the last game where it goes like score, objective, kills, and then becomes credits. Like before, until they add that, it's impossible to. Wait, Dave, did you actually unlock? Did you actually get the final weapon in a crate? If you do have that, do you happen to have a video or image of you unlocking it? Or I guess you could just. I would just want to have that in my kind of things I need to change, things I think needs to change video, basically. Are they still answering questions? Oh wow, look at how much they're getting downvoted. Damn. Really, Reddit? Really? Like, why are people downvoting answers? Are any of the answers actually getting upvoted? Minus 1,000 points. Good job, Reddit. I guess they might be downvoting the ones that are like not pleasing, maybe. I don't even know why I'm looking at it. Yeah, the scraps. Did they comment about the scraps yet? I think they did, right? Oh, there we go. Thank you very much for that tweet, Dave. Because let me see, the third weapon is the one you get in the deluxe edition, so that one it can't be, but that means you must have gotten that one in. Yeah, that is not good. Thank you for sending that, Dave. I'm gonna save down that. I'm gonna send down a link to that tweet in my document. It seems to be very rare though, but still, the fact that they are there in the first place doesn't make sense to me. I'm still yet to receive my deluxe edition. Really? Oh, you have a physical one, I'm guessing? No more answers for now. Sorry, I'm just looking at and reading a little bit here on Reddit, seeing if there's anything new. Pre-order from CD-ON a couple of months back. Alright, yeah, that's why I don't do physical copies. I just want the digital one all the time. It seems to be slowing down a little bit with the questions. John hasn't answered too many, and I wonder if they'll answer any more. Wonder if anyone that Dennis is the only one with positive karma at the moment. I guess that's because it's posted before. Seems like it's wrapping up now. I don't know. Seeing a lot of more questions here. Did you attend Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim before The Force Awakens? No. My first Star Wars Celebration was last year, 2016. Yeah, you're probably catching the end, JMOS. We don't know for how long the AMA is going to continue, but they've been answering questions for like 1.5 hours now. So I'm not sure if they're actually gonna be. Oh, there we go. Gawkbox tip. Thank you, CEO, for the Gawkbox tip. Much appreciated. Let's see. I'll take a look at the. Oh, no, they're popping in a bunch of them. Thank you, Solar Rebel. Jacob, his price is at the top, closely followed by username here. Okay, now we're getting a bunch of them all of a sudden. Thank you, Craig, for the Gawkbox tip. Much appreciated. Let's see if we get any more answers going here. I feel like otherwise, usually they just go, okay, now we're done. Thanks for the questions. Because I feel like, yeah, it'd be good with some. Is John lazy or what? His last answer was 50 minutes ago. I think it more has to do with the fact that it seems like he's pretty new at DICE. So if then it's just the design director, he might want to answer more of the questions, if that makes sense. Will there be a companion app? I think they've said no to that, at least not for now. Paul liked my tweet. Maybe they're done. Oh, okay, really? Let me take a look. Wait, which tweet did he like? Which tweet? Wait, I should go to Paul. Oh, okay, like that one. Oh, the John Boyega one. Okay, fair enough. Nothing new now for 8 minutes. I saw Solar Rebel. I guess I can see it here, maybe. If you don't show up on that top list, I can't see. I'm sorry. What was that email about? I got a message. Of course, there's updates coming to this game all the time. Don't you worry. Oh, we got another answer from Dennis. Here we go. Ah, I beat you guys this time. You guys were always faster before. Why do I keep pressing the wrong one? Context. There we go. How long will you take to implement some of the major progression changes? Credits rewarded based on performers. It depends on the type of change. It's difficult to give you specific dates, but as we get closer, we will. The credit based on performance I mentioned in another question, where changing the percentage of your score factored into your credit reward. Wait. We're changing the percentage of your score factored into your credit award from 20 and increasing it is a quicker change, while larger progression overhauls might take a little longer. I hope they factor in 100% of the score, to be honest, like they did in the last game. Give you a little base credit if you're playing the full game to help people who aren't that good, and then give some extra for those of us who play well. But that sounded like it was a quick change, so maybe we can get it like within a week or two. That'd be great. Hey, this stream was longer than I thought. Already 2 hours. I was expecting it to be pretty short. No, I don't know, Austin. I'm not sure what they mean about those 20%. I get the feeling that they... No, I don't know what they mean with factoring 20%. How do they factor in 20%? I'm not sure. It's so unclear in the game that it's really hard to say. Oh, Negi, if you're still watching, I just realized you said it is true that you can get the final class weapons in loot crates. I thought you said, is it true? Because I didn't realize the TL50 was the final one. I thought that was the third one. So sorry about that, Negi, but thank you for clearing it up. How come, Jamos? You don't like Strike or Blast? They obviously have less small game modes, so that's understandable if there was something specific you liked in the last game, but I'm curious what specific thing you're missing. I'm missing Hero Hunt. It should be like the last game. If you get 9,000 score, you get 900 credits. Maybe a little bit less, because you can get like 60,000 score at the moment if you kind of abuse, or like, yeah, if you get 6,000 credits per game, that's like 1.5 crate or 3 crates depending on which one you buy. So maybe you would get 5%. So if you get 10,000 score, you'd get 500. That would be more realistic in my opinion. Alright, yeah, if you really like Capture the Flag, I can understand that you missed that, because I never liked it, but I know it's a very kind of like a standard game mode in many FPS games, so I understand that people miss it. Do you get anything for being rank 100 in the last game? I think you got some customization. I don't quite remember what you got from it, but yeah, something. Probably the Short Trooper skin, maybe? Short Trooper Captain? I don't quite remember. Yeah, Stur. I know, but I don't really interact with... I interact with Alex directly instead. Alex has made an open Discord server. Yeah, I'll have to talk to him regarding how that's going for him. Alright, see if there's any new answers here. Oh, nope. Who got the most downvotes? Holy crap, they destroyed John's comments. Minus 2,000 on both of those. Paul managed to get some positive, some negative. What about Dennis? I guess mix 50-50 or something. Hard to say. Are you going to keep streaming Battlefront after the AMA? No, I'm probably gonna quit it and make a video. Are you going to do a crate opening in the future? Probably not, because I don't want to buy any crates for real money. And it takes way too long time to unlock them, like stack up with them and then do a crate opening. But if they do, if they add cosmetic loot crates, then I'll definitely do a pack opening. I have played through the campaign, JMOS, but not on my account. I did it at the capture event, so I'm gonna redo it. Oh, new from Dennis. Thank you, guys. Alright, customization is something we care about, believe me. People are constantly sending ideas around the office from all corners of the Star Wars galaxy. Clone Wars, Rebels, comics, movies, novels. There are some really, really cool designs out there, especially from the Clone Wars era. It's on our list of things we're looking at daily and always top of mind. Stay tuned. Why are people posting things like this? Looking at data, making adjustments. What does that even have to do with that question? But that's good to hear. Like I hope they come out with a customization update, or like a tell us what can we expect from it. How much? How do you get the customization, and so on. Does boosting troops with the officer get you a good amount of battle points like in the beta? No, it's pure crap right now, to be honest. You don't get anything. I've tried. I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna boost you 3 guys. I'll let you run in, kill some people, see if anything happens. But I got 3 battle points. 3 battle points. I remember, some of you might have seen that stream when I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait here and see when Kylo Ren goes in and slashes down some people, but I didn't get anything for it. So you don't get anything. It must be a bug. I already will they add the heroes to the website, Chewie, Leia, and Lando? Yeah, I'm not sure why they haven't added those. I was looking for a picture of Chewie for a thumbnail the other day, and I realized they still haven't added them. It's really weird. But Big Time Entertainment, I think they've said they will definitely patch that. So like it's gonna happen, you know. It's weird because sometimes I do the officer ability and get 1500 battle points. Really? Yeah, I think that's how I think it should work. When you boost with the officer, there should be 2 things. If they are damaged and you boost them, you should get points. And if you boost them and they either take damage right after or kill someone right after, you should get points for that. So basically, whenever you boost someone, to actually help them, whether it's surviving, killing people, taking the objective, that should give you points. But you should not give points if you just boost them in the spawn where they do nothing, if that makes sense. Dennis replied again? Okay. No, I didn't. I already read that one. Will they increase the amount of credits you earn? Yes, they've said that they are tweaking it. Boss costs 8k on prequel maps. It's wrong. That I fully agree on. I didn't know it, but if that's the case, it should definitely be down to 6k, because he was in the Clone Wars series, so yeah. How about anti-cheat system? I don't know, I don't think you've said anything. I haven't seen any cheaters yet in the game, luckily, but I guess it's just a waiting time until we get to see that, probably. Do you think they'll add a young Han Solo skin once the movie's out? It would be kind of weird to have 2 skins from different actors on. It's the same thing as I'm not sure if I would like to have an old Luke or old Obi-Wan. I think I'd rather have the young versions of them. I don't know. It would probably have to be like another set of, like, it couldn't just be a skin, because they would move different and they had different abilities and so on. Hello there, Hank. I think the AMA is drawing to an end because the answers, the gaps between the answers is getting bigger and bigger. It's only Dennis answering questions right now. I don't know if Paul has tweeted anything or if, yeah, what's going on. Have they said anything about new DLCs? No specifics, only some generic answers about that. Do you want Ahsoka in the game? Definitely. If you boost people right before they complete an objective, you get points as if you did it. Okay, that's interesting. But don't you already get points for that? Like if you just stand nearby, you get 500? Kill the Solo movie and make a Cad Bane one. Totally agree. I mean, they've already finished Han Solo movie, so or finished filming it at least, I think. So yeah, I would love a Cad Bane, please. They've already made a Duros, like in Battlefront 1 and 2, so they could definitely, well, that's a game, so I don't know why I said that, but did they can make Duros, okay? I want Cad Bane. Hyped for Kenobi movie. Did they confirm a Kenobi movie? I still don't remember. Did they fully confirm that, or did they? I don't think they did, right? I should remember that. Wait, did they confirm it? No, I can't remember. New one from Dennis, alright? No, there's nothing new. Why do you guys keep saying new now? There's nothing new. It wasn't confirmed, only rumored, okay. You still get 500, but if you boost 3 before they get there, you get 2000. Oh, okay. In that case, that's something the officer is good for, but I still think it needs to be more. Vestal Viking, okay. Paul, oh, here we go. Paul replied. Let's see what he said. Wow, I this was a very salty answer, like seriously. I'm surprised he replied to it, but whatever. We care more about how you all enjoy the game. We care more about how you all enjoy the game and how long you all play the game versus what its Metacritic score is. As for direct actions, we'll continue to adapt as fast as possible to things we know aren't working well. For example, we know that progression needs reworking, and that's on our roadmap as something we need to change. Some things can be done quicker than others. In the meantime, we'll improve and expand on what works and rework or eliminate what doesn't. Your feedback directly impacts what features fall in which bucket. So yeah, but it's kind of the same. We know. They've said the things it seems like they're changing. Like specifically that we know is like credit earn is going to be tweaked. They will add a system so you can directly progress without having to use the loot crates. But they still haven't addressed the microtransaction part, unfortunately. Like, they haven't said the kind of pay to progress part. That's the one thing they haven't done. Yeah, people think they're just going to remove loot boxes. Why would they just say, yeah, we just launched a game and we're going to start off by removing a massive feature from it? Don't get me wrong, I'd love to see loot crates being only cosmetic, but people like expect to just say, okay, I'm sorry, the game has been out for 1 day and people didn't like the loot crates, we're gonna remove them right away. Like, do you have any idea how much that rework in that progression system, how long that would take them? Like, yeah. I think what we realistically can expect, hopefully, is that they rework them instead. They take out some of the star cards and take out some of the progression from them, like Dennis said they would. New post from Paul? I think that was the one I already covered, yeah. Dennis did mention adding Droidicus in the future in this interview with Elliot from EA Play. Yeah, He sort of, I don't know if he confirmed it, but he kind of hinted at it, I think. New post, okay. I don't see any new post. You guys are lagging behind with your comments. There's a new Deadpool 2 teaser. Yeah, I saw that one. It was pretty good. I liked it. Bob Ross. Hey, what are you saying, Stur? Deadpool is amazing. Okay, let's play some arcade. Let's play. Those rounds are so quick, and I still haven't reached those daily ones. So let's while we wait for some answers, let's do one of these. So I won't prefer to hear. No, wait. Oh, okay. Oh wait, I want to try this. What's it called? The sharp shot ability against like a massive amount of enemies at once.
Another happy landing.
You're the best YouTuber. I just want to say thank you and keep up the great work. Huge fan. Thank you very much, Citroen friend. Much appreciated. Thank you. Wait, watch this, guys. Boom! Oh, it didn't kill the heavies, but it killed. That ability was. That's the first time I've locked onto that much people.
Let's give it a shot.
What? It did less damage than officers than heavy. I'm just playing arcades, so you can't join me. I'm just doing it between the questions, basically.
Here, I like you.
Boom! That sound is so amazing. Indeed it is. Let's do it. Oh, come on, 5 of them! Bam! Does it do less damage the more you lock onto? I'm not sure, because I felt like I one-shot some of them, but some I didn't. Oh. Trying to get these, like... That guy died from one shot. Okay, it's kind of inconsistent how much damage the sharp shot ability does. EA made an official announcement. They did? Really? Wait. Okay, I'm just gonna finish this one. 18 more kills and I'll check it out. Really? Oh, he died. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Is it just an announcement regarding like from the question, like the answers from the AMA, or? Come on, 8 more. I wanna read that announcement. Oops. Oh, that failed. 3 more. There we go. Thoughts on Shriv? I thought Shriv was great in the campaign. I don't want to spoil anything here for people who haven't. I don't want to spoil anything, but I think Shriv was great. Okay, let's take a look here. What did I miss? Oh, Dropbox update. Okay. Okay, let's take a look here at where do we have Reddit. Okay, let's see if there are any more questions first. Answered. No. 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 Okay, so what was that announcement at though? Did they tweet it out, or where is that announcement you guys talked about? I don't see anything. Are you trolling me as always? I saw like two of you guys saying it's just a prank, bro. Stop. Damn it. Keep falling. As soon as I don't know why I believed you. Why did I believe you guys? I got trolled indeed. Seems like there's like longer and longer gaps between the answers. Oh no, there's one. Okay. With arcade, we set out to let players earn credits.
Another happy landing.
Why don't I get notifications when you get live?
Thank you very much, Bardi. I don't know. I think you need to. Don't you need to press that little bell thing at the subscribe button? With arcade, we set out to let players earn credits offline via a more relaxed game mode, but as a result, we needed to make sure it wouldn't be exploited in a way that would impact multiplayer. So to stop this potential abuse, we decided to place a limit on credits earned offline. We'll look to find ways to expand on the options to earn credits offline, as we want to make sure that the experience rewarding, but we don't have any new news right now. Didn't they already say in another one? I think didn't John say that they are actually changing that? Yeah, we'll be working towards making sure that players can continue to progress without daily limits. Yeah, exactly. And that one still has 2,000 minus 2,000. That's just nice. Yeah, I'm doing a summary video of this one. I should probably like start. Maybe you guys want to help. You guys want to help me make this video? I want you guys to put the I'm gonna obviously look through the comments here, but there's quite a lot of answers now. What was the important things? Because I'm not gonna go through every comment in the video. But what was the? Let me bring up a Word document here. What's the important things they confirmed? I'm actually gonna copy in their quotes. That I think Dennis one about the. Where's that about the customization? Definitely. Let's see how far down he has answered the most of them, I think. Yeah, this one I want to answer about the customization. Let me just put that in there. Oops, copy paste that, and then I think the one he said about matchmaking one, that's not really any news, right? That you do it with matchmaking. I think I will recover that. But this one was good about the cosmetic stuff. And then what's you get? Customization, squad spawn, fixing credits. Yeah, let's see where's that squad part. Let me see. Squad. He didn't actually say that. Yeah, this one was also good, I think, regarding the progression. That crates will not be like the only thing you can. I should probably write who said what as well here, just to keep that in my document for when I make the video. Both of those were Dennis. Where's the one where? Okay, yeah, that one is kind of same part. Let's see. Team play. Yeah, I'm looking for that comment where he talked about the spawn wave, because that one was really good. That was actually like he specifically said they had a prototype for it.
Another happy landing.
I have done that. I waited for so long for you to get online. My life have been a lie. By the way, people, Battlefront 2 is a really good game. So give the developers a chance to fix it.
Thank you very much, Bardi. I fully agree with you, and I'm not sure why those alerts doesn't work, to be honest. But where's the one about spawn waves? He said, oh, here we go, prototype. Here's the one. That one's is good to bring up, because that was like actually a specific thing he said they had prototyping. Exactly, working, not getting star cards, not only the loot boxes. Yes, I brought that up. I copied that one. Let's see if there was anything more specific. There's a lot of we will be tweaking and so on. This one I don't know if it's worth. Yeah, this one, whether like the short range and the long range stuff, I think that's probably a good thing to bring up. regarding the 20% and so on. Yeah, I think customization I already got. So let's see, did we have any? Let's take a look here at.
I am the Senate.
Welcome to the Senate, Bardi. Thank you for joining. Can we get some Senates in the chat for Bardi? Haven't you been in the Senate before, or do I recall? Oh, you're also the stream boss. Good job with that double kill. So yeah. Okay, let's go back to. Let me just quickly check if we actually got something new here. That's always interesting. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay. Did Paul say anything that that Dennis didn't say? I think I've covered most of the things. Private matches. Wait, what did he say about? We know there are folks that want. It's on our radar. That's still kind of like not really an answer, I guess. Save me, I'm getting braces. I actually had braces before. It's not that bad. It hurts a little bit, but it's fine. Oh, wait, the communication part here that Paul had was really good. Where was the one about videos that he said? Here. Okay, yeah, that one's good. Let's copy that one from Paul. Okay, and then I think it was one here that was good from John with the regarding that you can get rewards without. Yeah, this one I think. Regarding, I think that should be it. I'm gonna read it up to you guys and see. But what is Paul here? Paul here? Or what are you talking about, Knappen? Okay. Right. So the one things. Okay, I'm gonna read this up to you guys, and you let me know if I missed anything that you think is important. So I got the comment regarding clone troopers customization.
Another happy landing.
Oh wait.
I have been in the Senate before. I just bankrupt donating to you. In my latest video, people are talking about P2W and not my video.
Thank you very much,
Kinda
Bardi.
makes me annoyed.
And I agree with you, because right now there's very few places you can go on the internet to discuss the game without just seeing pay to win, pay to win, pay to win, pay to win everywhere. So for those of us who are enjoying the game and want to discuss, oh, what's the best weapon? What do you think about this map? It's kind of hard because everyone says pay to win everywhere, which is a little bit annoying. But yeah, okay, so the things I brought up, the customization that it's coming, and that it would change tremendously in all levels. Regarding additional ways to progress your favorite character or class, while crates is something you can do on the side that you don't need to do. Crafting parts, look into changes to get more of those. The spawn wave part, the 20% credit reward, and that they will be increasing that. And then the communication part from Paul about possibly video series, and then lastly make sure that you can progress without daily limits. Is there anything else that they have answered that I've missed, or are those the ones I should have in the video? Let's take. I feel like the Q&A is probably over. They've answered most questions, unless they jump in with like some. I'm just waiting for like Dennis to drop a bomb or something like. And by the way, we're getting this, or by the way, you're getting that. I'm just waiting for something like that. Thank you very much, Melancholy Geek. for the donation. Much appreciated. I do use Sony Vegas. What do you mean? You can see the icon right down here. There it is, Vegas. Elliot uses Microsoft Word to edit videos. Yes, I do. Who doesn't? It's great. You do them one frame by one. So was that everything? Did I Bobo and Kenobi? Thank you. Sounds right. Perfect. The Galactic Conquest answer. Was that worth bringing up? I don't know, because it was kind of like. Okay, actually, you're. That's a good answer. You're right, because he still says I'd love to take a stab at it at some point. So, it sounds like the kind of thing we can expect in like a year's or 2 time, or 2 years time, or something like that. Yes, Sam, you missed something really big. They. Well, why did you knap and delete that one? Oh, it's a Swedish one, a Swedish comment. Okay. Thanks, Elliot, for live. Yeah. No worries, J-Rom. I'll see you later. Thanks for tuning in. Is it done now? I don't know. You should know, Liam. You're the moderator. The last. Oh, we got another. Oh, we actually got an answer from John now. He came back after a 1 hour break. Let's see what he said. The news is. Oh, that's regarding this. This is a good question, because I agree that the system in the last game was a lot better. The new system in Battlefront 2 has more depth and complexity than Battlefront 1 and required updates to how we think about all of this. We've made a lot of changes and credit rewards are part of that. We're working on updates to the end of round rewards, and that will affect how a player's match performance yields credits. Right now it's not weighted enough to reward performance. Oh, that's good to hear, I guess. I mean, I still don't see the reason to why they just didn't keep the one from the last game completely, because score reflects performance, no matter if you play objective or kill people, and then that score would, I don't know. But I guess it's good that they are changing it, that's for sure. Let me copy that one in as well. John. See, do we have any more questions here? No more answers. They kind of like, whenever you think the AMA is over, there's another answer, another answer. Wait, 1k points is about 5 credits, so if you get 20k score, you get 100 credits plus the credits you get for playing the match. Okay, that is really low. Like 20k score is really high. You almost gotta use the abuse AI ship thing, and you only get 100 credits extra. Okay, that's why you can barely notice that, I guess. And I think that the time part is so much bigger that 1 minute equals like 10,000 score or something. See you later, Caleb. J Chiefs 48. I will have a recap on my channel afterwards. Yes, Snurly. I wrote that one down about the more narrow down progression a little bit. It's supposed to a long AMA, but the question is, do they have anything more that he could reveal to us. Are you still going to do a choose my loadout video for Battlefront 2? Potentially. It's a little bit hard in this game because the loadouts don't work the same way, and you kind of need to like actually unlock the loadouts as well. I think it's easier once I've unlocked more stuff, maybe, where you could say like, I want you to play Galactic Assault with the specialist with this weapon and with that. It's not going to be as easy to make as creative loadouts, unfortunately, but that's the downside of the class system. Why does it scroll down all the time here? Every time I refresh. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I know, elusive. They keep there's like 4 different EA accounts that has tweeted out my
another happy landing.
So guys,
my
what do
fail.
you think about Star Wars Battlefront 2? Is it good, or do they need to change something? Pay to win, 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 pay to win. Pay to win, pay to win, pay to win, pay to win.
Yeah, that's about how it feels to discuss outside of my channel or outside of a Battlefront forum or outside the Battlefront 2 subreddit. That's kind of how that's how it is to discuss. It's literally like that. The pause made it great. Yeah, that's like the actual. I don't know why it pauses like that. It's really weird. Another happy loot crate, man. Someone should like make. He jumps down there. Another happy loot crate. No, wait, that's not when he jumps down. That's when he crashes the ship. Never mind. Dennis responded. Okay, nice. We haven't gotten anything. Oh wow. Okay. This was a long question. This is gonna be interesting. Okay. Oof, this is gonna be a tough one. Loaded question. Okay, let's dive into this. Get the popcorn. Thank you for. Do you believe that DICE's brand has been damaged by its association with EA as a result of this controversy? Okay, this is. Let's see. First off, I joined DICE because I love the games we make and the culture we have. We always...
another happy landing.
Torbjörn Riot just says yes. Okay. Thank you for the donation. We always listen to our community and we care about our games once they go live. We're also part of EA and none of the games we made, including this one, would have been possible without them. We're proud to be part of this team. Sometimes we make mistakes. When we do, we fix them. I think our brand remains very strong. Yeah, that's kind of the PR answer. I mean, there's no way a developer from DICE would go out and say, yes, our brand has been damaged because we're associated with EA. Like, they would be fired on the spot, I think. There's just no way someone would go out and say, okay, let's go to the next one. When you yourself play games, do you prefer to play ones with microtransactions and associated mechanisms like loot crates, or without them? I do know that he plays Overwatch, so maybe he'll bring that up. For me, what matters to me is if the gameplay is fun. I play games with loot boxes and games without. I think when these features are at their best, they can be fun and exciting, while when they're not, it's pretty obvious. I take pride in that we as developers at DICE will rethink any mechanic or feature if our players do not enjoy them and work hard to quickly get a better version of it to you. That makes sense. Gameplay is also the most important one to me, which is why the whole drama isn't as important to me as it is to some people, but I don't know. It's just they will do changes. Let's see what else we have.
Another happy landing.
Sun_with_face clap. Sun_with_face clap. Yes.
Okay, I don't understand what that means, Torbis, but thank you very much. Third one. What, in your view, is the most effective method by which gamers could convince a large company to stop including microtransactions and associated like loot crates in the game? The best way to tell a company what you want on any topic is doing exactly what you're doing. Give us feedback. Talk with us constructively. We can when we can change things, we will. When we can't, we can't. And as much as possible, we'll explain why. At the end of the day, if you don't have fun in our game or you don't like our game, we lose. Plain and simple. We want to make games that people want to play and are happy with. That's our jobs, and we're gonna keep doing it. I guess kind of a little bit PR answer again. I mean, I don't know what they could really say there in terms of feedback. Let's see if there's any more answers here from anyone. Nope. Man, they keep going with those. What's that sun emote from? Sun with face. Can I write that in the chat? Sun with face. Okay.
Another happy landing.
Are you able to clap the sun with face clapping?
I don't even know what the answer to that, Torbis. Thank you for the donation, but I don't have a good answer for you. I don't know what the sun part is about. I'm a mod from the Battlefront sub. We're adding the rest of the dev comments now. Stay tuned. This stream is just getting weird now. Yeah, I know, Anne. It's getting a little bit weird. Yeah, I think I might end the stream soon because I feel like they're kind of running out of questions, or I don't know. Dave, why did you switch to Twitch, by the way? Isn't it a lot harder to get viewers there if you already have a subscription base on...
Another happy landing.
Ask Dave. Ask Dave. Is Dave streaming right now? Twitch.tv/ I guess it's Narwhal Dave. No, it's not live right now as far as I can see. I just wanted to try it out a bit. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. How's it going so far compared to YouTube? When I tried it, like I got so much less viewers that I was like, nah. I don't think we have any more questions here. I think it might be time to end the stream soon. I'll give them 5 minutes to answer one more question, and then I'm ending the stream and starting to work on that video, alright? Viewers are way more stable than YouTube. You basically have a fixed amount plus so many more subs. I have like 20 on Twitch after 3 streams with the button. Really? That's pretty good. It seems like Twitch subs, people are more used to that and so on. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. I actually have a conversation with one of the devs or one of the community managers at Twitch who wants to convert me to Twitch, but I'm hesitant about Twitch because I feel like I'm gonna disappoint my viewers because I know a lot of you guys prefer YouTube. We'll see. Twitch is better for things like subscriptions, that's true. I've seen people with a lot less viewers get a lot more subscribers because sponsors are kind of, it's probably because it's new still and people don't really know about them. I prefer if you stay with YouTube, alright. YouTube is for community and Twitch for money, kind of. Didn't you have around 1.5k viewers on Twitch? Yeah, but that's about 1,000 of those came from the front page because I got the promotion. Because I had like 300 or 400, and then when I got the front page promotion, it bumped up. It has some cool features, but YouTube will get there. Yeah, I think so. They're pushing a lot for YouTube gaming, so hopefully they'll have more features. Okay, let's see. Anything? Oh, got another one from John here. Let's see what we got there. Our matchmaking system. Okay, this sounds like the same answer. Okay, yeah, not really. That's just basically about the matchmaking that's supposed to match you against equal people, and that they're rolling out. It's still rolling out across the world, so not really any interesting new reply. The whole Twitch Prime thing is a big part. When you have Twitch Prime, can you give away a Twitch sub, or how? Is that's Amazon Prime, or I don't know what the difference is really. Wait, what? Wait, what? Why am I confused about there? Oh wow, okay, that was I was so confused. That there's a I have like I can sometimes I get notifications when someone mentions my name on. If someone mentions my name on the subreddit, I can see that. And someone was called like the username on Reddit was Elliot abuses women, but it had nothing to do with me. That was just a random Redditor's account that someone tagged, but I got a notification because the word Elliot was in there on the Battlefront subreddit. So I was like, what the hell is this? And then I was okay, that's someone else. I was like, what the hell is this? Wait, what, Torbis? What's available now? You can gift subscriptions too every month. I believe you have one free sub as a Twitch Prime user. Twitch pays for your subscription basically. Okay, that's pretty good. So I think I might wrap up the stream now in case they've got something new here. I don't think so. Alright, Torbis, thank you so much for the donations and see you later. Yeah, I know, you guys should go watch John Boyega when my stream is up. And I'll go work on the video to recap this. Oh, we got another one from... What's that about? We already have one, but why can I not see the reply? Wait, we already... What? This is weird. I can't see what it's responding to because when I press context, it just... We already have one in our lobby, but 3 more would really tie the room together. I'm assuming that's like Death Troopers or something. I don't know. I can't see what that question is answering to because I just... whatever. It's not in the AMA. What do you mean? It's not in the AMA. Oh, it's I'll bet 3 Darth Vaders that EA cancels the AMA within 20 minutes because they feel under attack. We already have one in our lobby, but 3 more would really tie the room together. Okay, I agree with you guys. That is Paul being pure savage. Okay, that. Oh man, that I kind of feel like buying a Reddit gold to like just for this comment. That is so gold. He's just making fun of Reddit right there. A 3-mode real tire moving together. Okay, that's such a golden comment. I'm kind of tempted to buy Reddit gold for that. Not that I think he might care about it, but I feel like I need to take a screenshot of that. Yeah, I'm gonna include that in the video for sure. I kind of take that as a okay. We're now done with the Q&A answer. We'll see if he. I think John Boyega is streaming on Mixer. I don't even know if that web is it like mixer.com or how does that even work? Mixer.com. Yeah, I think this is John Boyega? Yeah, he's on just mixer.com. That's where the stream is at. Can we Senate Ray John Boyega stream? Do they actually look at the chat? Because that would be kind of funny. But I don't think they do. I doubt they look at the chat. You guys should all go up with his comment here. That's just gold. I just went to mixer.com and it's right there. There's like 3 streams you can roll between. Whoops. Mixer.com/Xbox. Okay, that's the direct link. Right, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up now. I doubt there's gonna be any more answers here. Oh, okay, he just, let me see. Okay, this is the final. Big thank you to everyone who stopped by. I hope you feel the questions we answered provided clarity and hope going forward. We really appreciate the mods doing their best on a very short notice. The goal with this AMA from our perspective is to give you a look at where we are digesting the feedback we've gotten over the past week. We were incredibly saddened by the negative response from you, the community on Reddit, about the game. In fact, we hated it, we truly did, because we want to make a game that you love. We made a really cool, fun and beautiful game, but it was overshadowed by issues with the progression system. We will fix this. Stay tuned for more specifics and details once they get set. We'll be sharing as much as we can in our blog, in our forums, and here. We'll be around Reddit, so please be sure to tag us in posts you'd like to get dev eyes on. Thank you again, and may the force be with you, Dennis. That sounds good. I mean, they have gotten, I would honestly say, an undeserved amount of hate from the community. There's a lot of valid criticism, but it must suck so badly to be a developer that has worked on so many good things, and like you said, it all gets destroyed because of 1 or 2 parts of the game. So I really do feel bad for them, and I also got the feeling that, as I said, there's it's not one of these 3 guys who might have been the ones decided that they're gonna put these microtransaction loot crates in the game. That's probably from higher ups, so to say. But yeah, that obviously wraps up this this Q&A. But I will be working on a video to recap all of this. But there's CJ still. CJ, have you been watching this all the time? How does it feel for you to read all the answers? It must be. Thank you for tuning in, anyways. It's let me see. Just take a look here. Yeah, there. Wait. Yeah, I agree, Anne. I was just looking at like Reddit today, like every single, whether it's dank memes or like every subreddit just posts about EA right now. That's like EA. That's all it is. But yeah. I just think whenever all this blows over, they fix what, like Dennis said, they fix that, and the actual people who enjoy the game will still be there to play it. That's when this community is gonna have fun. When the people who hate the game, who don't want the game, well, they will forget about the game and let those of us who actually enjoy it play it. But yeah, that is gonna wrap up. That's gonna wrap up the stream. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the force be with you.